I finally got discharged from the hospital and was so excited to see my daughter. But how come my girl I left in your care became so skinny? When did you come home, sis? This morning. Is something wrong with Molly? Are you kidding me? She's unconscious. What did you do to her? I haven't done anything. How can she lose so much weight in just 1 month? She's only 5 years old. My poor baby. What are you talking about? As for your daughter, Molly, your husband came to pick her up, you know. Huh? Joey picked her up? When? I think it was about 3 days after you dropped her off here. He came here saying I can't trouble my sister-in-law about my own daughter. Joey said he couldn't look after her because he was going on a long business trip. That's why I left her with you. I thought so too, but he said he asked other people to go on that business trip instead of him. What's going on here? Where did you find Molly? At home. When I came home, she was lying on the floor in the living room. I called an ambulance right away. She's still in the hospital. Is she okay? I don't know. The doctor said they'll do their best, but... Why did this happen? Why didn't you tell me that Joey came to pick her up? You were about to have surgery, so I didn't want to worry you. Also, your husband asked me to not tell you until you got out of the hospital. But every once in a while, when I asked you how Molly was doing, you replied she's fine. I'm sorry. He asked me to say so. I can't believe this. You both lied to me. I trusted you with Molly. I know, but I thought it would be better for Molly to be with her father. That may be true, but I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry too. I left her with you for my own reasons. I had no right to blame you. I'm the only one who betrayed your trust. I'm sorry. You are also having a hard time with a 3-year-old, right? Molly is my niece, so of course I'd be happy to look after her. Besides, we're sisters, so it's natural for us to help each other. I'll call Joey and ask him about this. Oh, there's something that's been bugging me. When he took Molly home, his attitude towards Molly was kinda... His attitude? I don't know how to say this, but I thought he was cold towards her. Whenever I'm around, he looks like a very caring father. I hope that's just my imagination. Well, right now, all I can think about is Molly. I'm sending my prayers as well. I just read your text. Molly's hospitalized? Is she okay? I'm sorry that I didn't notice until now. I didn't realize my phone died during the meeting. Don't lie to me. I know this is your fault. What? Molly was on the floor in our house, unconscious. How could you leave her like this without any food? You have no right to call yourself a father. What are you talking about? Sally was taking care of her, right? You went to pick her up saying you didn't want to trouble her, right? No, there's no way I could have gone to pick her up. As I already told you, I'm on a business trip, so I can't go pick her up even if I wanted to. You had someone else cover for you on that business trip, right? That's impossible. We don't have enough people. Wait a minute. This is totally different from what Sally told me. Did Sally say I picked up Molly and came home? Yes. Why would she lie like that? But if Sally was taking care of her, wouldn't it be strange that Molly was at our house? I've never given her a spare key. That's true. But Molly was at home for sure, right? She was lying on the floor of the living room. She was so skinny. The doctor said she was extremely malnourished. Oh my God, poor baby. She hasn't woken up yet. She's gonna make it, right? The doctor only says we'll have to wait and see. If we could just get Molly to talk, we'd know the truth. I just want her to wake up. I want to see her smile. Me too. I'm gonna head to the hospital right away. Don't come. Why not? I don't trust Sally or you at this moment. One of you did this to Molly. Since I don't know who's responsible, I can't let you near Molly yet. I'm her father. You are my husband, but Sally's my sister too. You two were both important to me until this happened. You don't believe me. I want to believe you, but I want you to understand my feelings too. Right. Okay. Well, just tell me when Molly wakes up. Sorry, I can't do that either. Are you serious? If there's someone who wants Molly to stay unconscious, they might try to harm her again once they know she woke up. It's tough to be doubted. I'm trying to protect Molly. I understand. I'll be in touch. How is Molly? Has she woken up? Mom, what if she never wakes up or suffers from permanent damage? It's going to be okay. You have to have faith in her. If you don't want to be alone, I'll get on a plane and go right away. I'll be fine. Dad's hospitalized too, so I don't want to cause you any more trouble. I read your text and got the gist of what happened, but it's weird. Either Joey or Sally is lying. I am not sure if it's related to this or not, but there is something that's been bothering me. What is it? About 3 months ago, I called Sally to see if she was doing okay. And that's when I heard a guy's voice over the phone. I think you just heard Sally's husband. But it was after their divorce. That's why I wondered who it was. What? Divorce? Don't tell me you didn't know. I didn't know until just now. Just before I made the call, I received a package from Sally's husband, and there was a letter in it saying, "We got divorced and I moved back to my parents' house. Here is the honey that was made on my family's farm. Thank you for everything you've done for me." He's a man with conscience. I had an impression of him being very gentle and kind. So I immediately called Sally to ask her what had happened between them and to make sure she was doing okay. But as soon as she answered, she said, "My husband's home, so I'll call you later," and hang up. That's strange, isn't it? You mean she was trying to hide the divorce? I thought maybe she still hadn't gotten over the shock of the divorce, so I pretended I didn't know. But she still hasn't told me anything about it. Why would she hide it from us? I was thinking maybe I should go over and ask her in person. But then your father breaks his leg during skiing, and you also tell me you have to get hospitalized for your treatment. I just had so many things on my mind, so I just had to let that go for the time being. But it really is strange. Sorry. I have to go see Molly's doctor. It looks like her test results came back. Call me later. Can I have a word with you both? Why did you have to invite us both to this chat group? This is about Molly, right? You could have just asked me directly. You guys have something to say to me, don't you? Not really. I don't have anything in particular either. Okay, then I'll tell you what I found out. What? You guys are having an affair behind my back. Where did that come from? Sally, I heard you got divorced. So what? Why did you get divorced? That's none of your business. I talked to your ex-husband. Why would you do that without my permission? I heard you divorced him out of the blue, without any explanation. I just couldn't stand being with him anymore, that's all. Since you guys have a young child, he didn't want a divorce. He tried to persuade you to reconsider things, but you wouldn't listen to him. So what about that? But you know what? He said he saw Joey several times near their house. At first, he tried not to overthink it since he's her relative, but once he thought about it calmly, he felt it was strange. He brought us souvenirs from his business trips. Joey never mentioned such things. Normally he'd tell me he met you, but it's just weird that he'd keep it a secret. You're overthinking it. You wanted to be with Joey. Huh? What are you talking about? I wouldn't mess with my wife's sister. Otherwise, I can't explain all these things happening. You shouldn't say things like that on a hunch. That's right. It's not like you have any proof. I have proof. What? You're lying. I'm not lying. If I show them to the right people, you'll be in trouble. Kelsey, I'm sorry. It's true that I had a relationship with Sally, but I don't have true feelings for her. The only people I truly care about are you and Molly, believe me. What's that? You told me you loved me. I was troubled because you became serious about us. I was so scared when you divorced your husband. For me, it was just a fling. You said we'd be together someday. Any man would say that to have some fun. You said you couldn't be with me because of Molly, so that's why I tried to get rid of her. I never thought you'd try to hurt a kid. Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button yourself. Huh? To tell you the truth, I didn't have any proof. You tricked us? I can't believe you! Shut up. You have no right to accuse anyone. Why in the world would I have to take care of your kid? Because I trusted you as my own little sister. I thought I could trust you with her, but you betrayed me. I didn't want to give her even a string of pasta. She was so happy to eat my daughter's leftovers, you know. How can you be so mean to her? Who was the one who had relations with this woman? I thought I ended the relationship and that Sally understood that. I was relieved when I heard she agreed to look after Molly. And here we are. What about Molly? She regained consciousness. She must have been terrified. She held on to me and wouldn't let go. Poor thing. Too bad she recovered. Sally, how did you get into our house? You brought Molly home, didn't you? You just go to a place where they have that machine and in a few minutes you have a spare key. You took mine to make that? You always sleep well after doing that thing. Isn't that right, sis? You're out of your mind. I divorced my husband in order to be with Joey. But Joey didn't want to divorce you because of Molly. She was in my way. But my hospitalization was so sudden. I thought it was a great opportunity. I could have done it any time I wanted, but it's just easier without you around. You're a mother yourself. How could you do such a horrible thing? Kids have a habit of calling for their moms. So my ex-husband felt sorry for taking her away from me and left her with me. But I would have been happy if he took her with him. I can't believe you. I want a baby with Joey more than this kid with my ex. Why did you lie about Joey picking Molly up? Because if you figure out Joey was a terrible father, you'd try to divorce him, right? So that was your intention? What are you going to do about him, sis? He's the kind of husband who'd cheat with his sister-in-law. Do you still want him? Or do you want to divorce him? I shall still have him as my husband. What? I hate him to the core, and I'm more angry than I can ever be. But our divorce will make you happy, right? Then I won't let go of him yet. Wait a minute! This is the part where you usually say, I don't want him, so I'll get a divorce. I'm sorry it didn't turn out the way you wanted, but this decision is to make Joey suffer. What? Let me tell you something, Joey. I will continue to despise you for the rest of my life. Of course, in front of Molly, we're going to act as if everything's fine. But don't you dare talk to me when it's just the two of us. Also, I will not tolerate any cheating from now on. And when you do, I'll inform your company about it. Wait a minute. I don't want that kind of marriage. It must be tough for you. I know it's gonna be hell. But you have no other choice. What a woman! As for you, Sally, you'll go to jail. I won't let Joey visit you. Too bad you'll never see him again. Wait. Molly's alive, so why should I go to jail? She's deeply wounded inside. It's a wound that cannot be healed so easily. I have to support her to cope with that trauma for the rest of my life. It's not okay just because her life was spared. She's just a child. She'll forget soon enough. It's the other way around. The deep emotional wounds of childhood stay with you forever. Just like this scar on my forehead, which was made because of the cup you threw at me. What about my child? She's only 3 years old. You don't want her anyways, right? You only want a baby with Joey. But I'll report this to your ex-husband. He shall get custody. I'm sure he'll be happy to take care of her, since he really missed her. Why do I have to lose everything while you just continue to live your life as it was? It's so unfair. How is any of this as it was? Molly has lost her smiles and I have to live with this idiot husband. I will never forgive you. I'll hate you for the rest of my life too. But after all, You're my one and only sibling, so I'll write you letters while you're in prison. I'll tell you how much fun I had with Joey and Molly. I'll let you know about all the places the three of us went together. I won't read any of your letters. I know you will. When you're cut off from the outside world, you'll be eager to hang on to any contact you still have. No matter what's written on those letters, you'll want to know what's going on in the outside world. You won't be able to resist that desire, and when you read them, you will despair. I'm gonna make you go through that over and over again. You're the worst! I'm not even close to you. I just disciplined a 5-year-old who wouldn't listen to me. If I say so in court, they won't be able to send me to jail. You wish. But I'm gonna fight this with everything I've got. Mom's sitting next to me and she's cheering me on. What? When I told her Molly had regained consciousness, she hopped on a plane and came over. She's mad at you with tears. Mom! She says she's gonna cut ties with you. She doesn't want you to come to any of the family events, including weddings and funerals. Oh no! Joey, I'd like to stay with Molly for a while. The laundry is piling up, so please take care of it and vacuum every day so that we can come back to a clean home. But I've got work. Have you forgotten where you stand? I'll do it. Joey, run away! You'll go crazy if you stay with a woman like that. But I won't let you run away. I have a secret plan to seek you out. What's that? That's a secret. If you try to escape, I'll let all the people around you know what you did. Be careful not to end your life like this. It's already over. Joey, come pick me up. Let's run away together. I'll be waiting for you. It was not Joey who came to pick up Sally. It was the police. She was imprisoned for several years. I'll give her a compliment if she continues to allow Joey for that long. Joey didn't try to escape. Well, even if he did, his belongings with the GPS microchips would let me know his locations. Molly has gradually regained her energy. Now she's looking forward to starting elementary school. Sometimes Joey throws up in the toilet due to stress, but he's the breadwinner of the family. We need him to take care of his health and live a long life. I write a letter to my sister every month. I wrote, I have decided to forgive Joey. Next year, Molly will have a younger brother. There is no way I can have a child with Joey since he is not allowed to touch me. It's all a lie, but I feel good when I imagine the look of pain on her face when she reads this letter. I will continue this life until Molly leaves for college. Don't worry, I am very happy now.